Welcome in, Morals. This is your Demon Lord Drakon. Here today we are going to continue where we left off for Olympus. We're currently right now suffering from the effects of Aphrodite, which hopefully we will be able to spell soon and continue with summoning the grand servant that will actually help us take down the sloth spell. We also were able to get through some other stuff yesterday as well, but extra class. But yeah, hopefully this time Aphrodite won't be as hard as the Mirror 2. So, but anyway, let's get started. Section 13, the Arbiter corrupts the stars. Part 5. What are we doing back in France? Where am I? You don't look like your race shift stick. What? You didn't get enough sleep last night? Paxi? If you're tired, then go back to sleep. But if you have a reason to be up, then stay up. Are you listening to me? Fine. Just don't say that I didn't warn you. Is something wrong, Paxi? Oh, Judea. Oh, good morning, Mr. Draconic Sahawk. Mr. Draconic Sahawk? Oh man, they're pulling at my strings by bringing both of them back. See yourself what is wrong with him. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he ate something he shouldn't have. Maybe he heard something weird sing somewhere. A song? Yeah, they did have songs back where you came from. It's bad enough that I already want to make like a fic where basically both Paxi and Dredea tag along, so now it's like making me want to do this more. Oh yes, we had 7 of them. There were 4 about the envoys and 3 about the giants. The second envoy one was always my favorite. But never mind that now. What are we going to do about Mr. Drakasak? Should we help him lie down, or should we get him some medicine? Maybe we should outright take him to a doctor. A doctor? Now, who do we know around here who might know something about medicine? I got it. Hey, Asha, over here, and don't forget the horse. Oh, you're bringing her in too? Oh, man. Good morning. Oh, hi, mister. What's wrong? Does your tummy hurt? A horse? Did someone just call me a horse? Well, Lupu's famous as board as a gallant, as any noble steed, and I'm none other than Lubu. Regardless, I do have an obligation to let you and your father ride on my back as though this is stirring the air, Lady Asha. Now, if you don't mind, Lady Asha, please get up on my back. But what about Mr. Drakasak? I think there's something wrong with him. Oh. Now that you mention it, he does seem pale. Right, he does, doesn't he? What should we do? I don't see what we can do. It looks like he's hearing the song. I had a feeling that was it. Song? What song? You know. Your vitals are physical status. I'll check out. Man, you are in incredible shape. You know that? And now they got adult division here. But it also looks like you're pushing yourself too hard. Can I observe your vitals and physical stats all day long, but aside from the things that brainwave measurements, pulse rates, and blood pressure, the problem is that I can't actually take a peek into your mind. Hey, you're kind of instinctively know that you need to pass the test, don't you? I guess it's so surprising you've done them so many times, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. Listen, Drakanosahak. You're not here to make us happy by getting full marks on your test. You need to do is be honest and let yourself fail the test so you can easily pass now. It's for your own good. Hmm? If you fail, there's someone who can take your place. That is true. That's a lot of resting on your shoulders, and no one's to take up what you can't carry. I understand that. But if nothing else, you can still at least let us worry about you and help you how we can, right? I can hear a song. Oh, right. There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you for telling me, Drake Gonzog. You're right. You are hearing the song right now. It's a divine melody. Heard in your soul, not your ears. The song's already your cerebral cortex, limbic system, so your mind can fall apart at any time. We need to find you a doctor. I swear to God, they better not bring Dr. Roman. Otherwise, I'm gonna be really pissed at Aphrodite for playing the emotional strings like this. I'm talking about those two. Man, when did they get so close? Makes me feel like I'm back in college or even high school. It's enough to make me forget I'm actually a vast research institution. Oh, but don't get me wrong. I mean, it's all in a good way, but my job is kind of dull. When I see young people like that who are still full of potential, well, it just gets me right into the feels, you know? Again, I don't need that weird way. I think that's because I got a much younger sister back home. I just get all misty-eyed whenever I see them. Speaking of the devil. Alright, head back to work. Don't tell him I said anything, okay? I mean it. Oh, good morning, senpai. Morning, Trikana-sak. Oh, good. They bring her Ophelia back. Are you okay? That looks so hot. Did you go base or something? Yeah, they're bringing back everybody that's dead. She's right, senpai. You're very pale. In fact, it looks like something's very wrong with you. Is it that bad? Yes, it isn't. What senpai is usually like at all. I think he's in serious danger. We need to get him to the doctor immediately. Doctor. Yes, Doctor Ophelia. Would you cast a sedative spell on him? Sure, don't move, Dracos-hawk. Okay, okay, now we're back in France. With Paxi. If you're tired, then go back to sleep. But if you have a reason to be up, then stay up. Are you listening to me? Fine. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Is something wrong, Paxi? Oh, good morning, Mr. Dracos. Huh? Mr. Dracos, did we just do this loop? See for yourself what's wrong with him. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he ate something he shouldn't have. Maybe he heard some weird song somewhere. A song? Yeah. Did they have songs back where you come from? Oh yes, we had 7 of them. There were 4 about the envoys and 3 about the giants. The second envoy was my favorite. But never mind that now. What are we gonna do about Mr. Dracos-sak? We should help him lie down or give him some medicine. Maybe we ought to take him to a doctor. A doctor? Now, who do we know around here who might know something about medicine? Ah, I got it. Hey, Ash, over here. Don't forget the horse. Good morning. Hi, mister. What's wrong? Does your tummy hurt? A horse? Did someone just call me a horse? Well, I'm Lubu's fame. Well, Lubu's fame is all aboard and Galatas any noble seat, but I'm none other than Lubu. Regardless, I do have an obligation to let you and your father ride on my back, and so this is a stirring, roaring air, Lady Asha. Now, if you don't mind, Lady Asha, please get up on my back. But what about Mr. Dracos-sak? I think there's something wrong with him. Now that you mention it, it does seem pale. Right, he does, doesn't he? What should we do? I don't see what we can't do. It looks like he's hearing the song. I had a feeling that was it. You know. That's gonna take us back to... Yeah, I knew this. Let's take us back. Your file's a physical Sam checked out. Man, you're in incredible shape. You know that? This looks like to me you're pushing yourself too hard. I can observe your vitals and your physical status all day long, but aside from things like the brainwave measurements and pulse rates and blood pressure, the problem is that I can't actually take a peek into your mind. Hey, you're kind of an instinct. We know you need to do these to pass these tests, don't you? I guess that's no surprise since you've done them so many times, but just in case you can't, and doesn't mean you should. Listen, Trikazak. You're not here to make us happy by getting full marks on your tests. What you do is be honest, let yourself fail the test so you can get easily passed out. It's all for your own good. If you fail, there's no one who can take their place. That's true. There's a lot of resting on your shoulders. No one can take up what you can't carry. I understand that. But nothing else. You can still at least let us worry about you and help you out if we can, right? Right. There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you for telling me, Trikazak. You're right. You're hearing the song right now. This is a divine melody you hear in your soul, not in your ears. The song's already seized your cerebral cortex, and the lyric system your body can fall apart at any time. We need to find you a doctor. I'm talking about Dosi. Man, where did they get so close? Makes me feel like I'm back in college or even high school. It's enough to make me forget I'm actually at an advanced research institution. Oh, but don't get me wrong. I mean it all in a good way. My job might be kind of dull, but when I see young people who are so full of potential, well, just gets me in the feels, you know? Again, I don't mean it that weird in a weird way. I think it's because I got a much younger sister back in home. I just get all misty-eyed whenever I see them. Well, speaking of the devil. Alright, I'm heading back to work. Don't tell them I said anything, okay? And I mean it. Yeah, I wonder if there's if we have to quick anything related to the song to break the loop. Oh, good morning, Senpai. Morning, Trikazak. Are you okay? You don't look so hot. Did you go upside the base or something? She's right, Senpai. You look very pale. In fact, it looks like something's very wrong with you. Is it that bad? Yes. This isn't what Senpai usually is like at all. I think he's a serious danger. We need to get him a doctor immediately. Want to sing together? No, Trikazak. We can't hear the goddess of silence. Only you can. Hurry, it won't be long before her song ceases control. Yep, I knew it. Your heart. That song is a song of love. It twists your very soul. And it even sends 1,000 armies to their deaths in an instant. It's from the mental corruption that forces those who hear it to kill anything they hold dear, even its things and loves and affections. You already know what's going on, don't you? I'm telling you anything you don't already know. So you heard all this before you fell into this state. You need to wake up, hurry. You're in an essentially oppressive state now that you're touched the barrel. You mustn't stay here for long. Please, you need to wake up. If you don't, you'll end up killing MASH. And we can't have that, can we? Director? Director? Whatever are you talking about? I am the inspector of the clock tower, sent here to, inspect the place. Really, Xian, you simply must do a better job at training your employees. Then where's the director? How should I know where your director is? Wait, does that mean he's been dismissed from his post? Really? You mean to say that you dismiss no less a figure than an ex-lord from his post? Just what kind of mess of organization am I expecting here? No, that can't be right. In fact, now I've been taking close work, I can see he's definitely pale. He can't be possibly in his rightest mind. Oh wow, you're right, this is not good enough. He clearly needs immediate medical attention. Doctor, I'm sorry to bother you on your break, but this is an emergency. Here he comes. Sahak. I hear a song. Must have been dreaming. Hey, J6. I'll probably check it right after this. I saw people who can't be here. And I hear it singing. What incredibly poor taste. I see, so if love and beauty are worth, then the god of both controls worth itself. I suppose I should have expected such an ancient machine to come out swinging. It certainly seems to have worked. Though not really when it comes to humans. Intelligent life forms and minds constantly seeking fellow souls from connections. I can see why the attack of this matter would be so effective. Actually... Oh yeah, now that is some good food. Now that's something I love. Nice shrimp. They're interesting chicken. And, oh, so yeah, it's like a bit of surf and turf there. Very nice. Thanks for sharing, J6. God, it's so damn noisy. My flames can easily handle a fair amount of corruption, but this is too much. So, a god, huh? The one who came right out of the gate as a ruler of mines. And this is the god, the machine that's been around since ancient times. Ha! What a joke. It's just a big hunk of floating metal, a broken down music box that happened to learn a few new tricks. Listen to me, Drake Kanasak. This is very important. Remember the black barrel. Remember the command spits ammunition. No matter what kind of transcendent destruction light you may touch, your soul is yours alone. But in this stream, there are people here who shouldn't be. They're right here. I still want to talk to them. Still want to be with all of them. Except they're not there. Then stop! Forget everything I ever told you and just stop! I'm not thrilled about it, but as always, that choice is yours. Yes? I can't stop now. No, I suppose not. Still haven't found an answer I can be proud of. I see. That's so like you, Draconosaurus. Then open your eyes, my accomplice. Open your eyes and extend your hand up to the sky. As the Roman Emperor says, there's nothing beyond your reach. Nothing. If you wish to give me your wish, you may give over yourself to the ancient god Sox. Fall court to the curse, and let yourself be overwhelmed, and snap your beloved far queen in two. Or do you may continue to revel down your very last brain cell and let loose a battle cry? Stretch your hand out towards the one you love. To be human is the wish to want, to struggle, to harbor intense desires. If it's a crypt bucket of balls that's calling herself a god would try to stop you, then kill her. Okay, thanks for your work, J6, and hope works goes good for you. If I know you, I know you can make it happen. Okay, but I will tell him. Senpai! Senpai! Mash? Yes, it's me. Thank goodness. You're awake again. Masashi and Gnomes are okay too. Right after you collapsed, Kukua. Fortunately, my noble phantasm, Buxus Diana, was able to temporarily counteract Venus's mental attack. I may not be able to use it multiple times in succession, but fortunately, I do not have to. Brasky's predictions were right on the mark. Twist already accomplished their ultimate objective, and that all that remains out is to bring the fully godless Superior down from the sky. Damn straight, we pulled off what we came here for. Thank you, Caligula. Your noble fantasy was just what we needed to fight Aphrodite. We knew her power would control us, but your noble fantasy uses Artemis' authority to affect the minds as well. They effectively canceled each other out. Fascinating. At any rate, my apologies for attacking you all. Same here, sorry. And thanks to Canis and Caligula. I was looking forward to cutting you in half. Yeah, I guess I'll have to wait. Right now, the important thing is that the Emperor's noble fantasy got that weird song voice. Now's our chance to smack down that overgrown pelvis on wings. Indeed, we cannot let this opportunity pass us by. Draconis the Hawk! Woo, woo. Time to strike back. Right. Aphrodite appears to be hovering at a fairly significant height. She opted to shoot out a sound well before we could reach her with her airwalk or leg. Exactly. That's why we're going to use this to take to the skies. Connecting to Prometheus Hephaestus transmission network. There, linking the spaces and transmitting matter now. Prepare for an instant expansion. Everyone, stand back a bit. This space is about to be twisted off. Whoa, did the space around us just start warping? Additionally, we assume this to be some manner of a large-scale spiritual manipulation spell, but it seems to be an ultra-high-speed manner of transport, or perhaps teleportation. Come forth! I apologize if I personally know this. Sorry. Epilese. Ooh, what the heck? Dude, that's so badass. This is our aircraft. Epilese Blackwing. It's the God Destroyer's last one and only true ultrasonic mobile fire. Edison, Nikola Tesla, and they have built them themselves. Aphrodite's air-to-ground attacks cover way too much area, so we can't head straight for her Icarus. Instead, we're going to use the Epilese to send you all up even higher. I see. So we will be looking down on the gods from above. How very insolent. However, I think that such insolence suits me now. I will go and face her from on high. Who will accompany me? Oh, you better believe I'm coming too. I've got to make up for attacking y'all guys earlier. I'll come too. I'm seriously able to look at myself in the mirror until I make a proper amends. Oh no, you don't. I'm coming along too. Besides, this is God still got a healing of authority to keep her safe, right? Then you're gonna need me, my spirit, to dismantle it. Besides, I'm sick and tired of holding down the damn fort. Me and Aphrodite got putting up unfinished business on our own. I'm gonna smack her bitch ass out of the sky. Then let's all go together. Right, master. Let's take down this big love goddess. Everyone, get in. We're gonna take off no more than 5 seconds. Initiates Sophisticated fight preparation. Up for like beam sail. Wasting safeties. Artificial gravity systems are green. 98X reactor firing up engine. All fight preparations complete. Marcos, here we go. Hang on tight. This is faster than expected, and it looks like mosquito light. Right, Senpai, you need to put on the Mystico so you can breathe. How about you, Mash? Thank you, Senpai, but I'll be fine thanks to my connection to our tracks. Alright, here you go, Senpai. Breathe the Mystico to put you with oxygen as long as you wear it. Huh. You really are weak, aren't you? And yet, I still have to think twice about coming along with... No, you still didn't think about coming along with us. I think that's very impressive, don't you? Huh? Oh, for shit's sake, if that's true, it makes Jason a badass too. Well, I guess he's kind of was in his own way. I guess he was. We're about to break through the clouds. I don't think she's noticed yet, but... Whoa, you finally made it out of the sky, huh? Guess this means that it's time for Operation God Destroyer Second Phase. This means it's my turn to help out. Hell yeah! We're all dead, kaput. But there ain't a single one of us left anymore. But we did our best to leave behind everything we could. The 7th Elite Heroic Spirit Can as the Great Southern Circle Planet Caligula, and me, I left you with a great golden surprise. I might not pack a punch and take down the god below, but it's still one of my cool favorites. Now it's the God Destroyer's Alliance and Caligula in China to use however you like. Okay, now we're going right up into space to take down Aphrodite. Let's go. Okay, we got alter ego, but not one we need. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, here we go. Weep in remorse, humans. Prostrate yourself before me. Know that I hear every one of your anguish streams. Worry not. By tomorrow, your pain will be all gone. But residents, until I kill every last one of the Shanians, you shall have to continue to kill each other a while longer. Yeah, we're starting on your Kingsman operation here. I'm afraid that the plan is to wing it. At this point, it's the most effective tactic we can employ at Operation God Destroyer. You serious? So you just run the raw dice on all this? Unfortunately, there's no accurate way to measure the enemy's firepower. So we will have a little choice but to try to find an opening where we can exploit. Fortunately, we now have a number of methods we're able to use which we can fight back. So I'm certain we can find a way to bring down Aphrodite down. Yeah, we're bringing her down from space. She's seen us. She's saying that the spirit trying to attack our way. Okay, why are you opening up the canopy? This is my stage. It's only right I stand proudly upon it. Close the canopy back up. Quick was standing right on top of it, and its magical energy is spiking rapidly. Aphrodite's spiritual attack is about to hit us. Delicious Diana! That's it. That's Caligula's no phantasm. He's still able to neutralize the mental corruption, but the enemy's about to come at us even harder now. We need to send the attack so we can get into the position to strike back. Marcos! Hold on tight, Caligula. Grab onto the canopy. Don't let go. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's go, Master. I see you, tiny ones. How dare you, human spirits will use wings to reach me? How dare you defy a god with your puny organic-like bodies? Harold. Diana! Oh gosh. Ophius Exwit. The goddess of beauty, ancestor of my grandmother Sevilla, proper human history. A man called Olympus was the son of Princess Anchises of Detroit, the man you once loved yourself. And Athenas himself was my grandmother Sevilla's father. That means your love is directly responsible for birth for myself. As you come from those last while, you surely should know not these names, but I will never forget the debt Rome owes you. Though you may not be a goddess of love who utterly lacks emotion over which she holds sway, we shall never forget our love for you. So now is the time for Rome to part ways with your lost self. Behold, this is humanity's great yearning given form. Come, rider! Rider? Whoa. Who in the... Golden! Oh yeah! What? What are you? On that day in Isar Massive City, Olympus' Easter Tuesday. Yeah, Mecca. Countless people turned their gaze skyward. Although the goddess of beauty's spiritual attack had nearly destroyed the minds of souls of nearly 80% of Olympus residents, they looked to the sky. And there they saw a titanic steel suit of armor grab hold of a steering mechanical monstrosity floating high above them. They were minded instantly of one thing. Ares, the god of war who defied Zeus's rule thousands of years ago, and said to coexist with humanity. Now this giant humanoid figure has taken up his cause and fights back against the heroic beast of metal. The Supreme Guardian of humanity stands against the god's rule. Senpai, a giant humanoid structure has appeared, and it's attached itself to Aphrodite. And there's something about that seems to evoke Japan's Heian period. Our emergency test of the God Destroyer summoning circle was assessed and first releasing Sasuke Kentoki's Nova Phantasm data. It worked! There's a virtual summon that uses the Great Summoning Circle. This may not be Operation God Destroyer's key figure, but it's still going to be a huge help in the fight against the machine gods. We risk all our lives here in Olympus. The Great Summoning Circle is meant to call a grand VIP server to take on Zeus himself, but first we ought to put it through the paces with a little known Phantasm data. There's something special about we whipped up by, in part, of mine, read Sasuke Kentoki's Spirit Core. As the strongest of the Heian period, this was Boss Raiko's and their 4 Heavenly Knights' favorite set of armor. This is the same set that took down the great Sasuke of the Katamari Rendai Field, the Golden Huge Bear. Great Noble Phantasm. Sensu Armor. Kumano. Kumano. Impudent machine. You're one to chop, jackass. Alright, boss of Shadia. Battle experience. Let's go all out for this one. Full golden power. Holding nothing back. This god is going down. Yeah, what's bringing down this fucking so-called god? Not making me more excited for Lost Spell 5.5 now. Aphrodite. I love how the Becca said there.
本当に美と愛の女神アフロディーテに立ち向かうその意味を本当に分かっていて
You mean fake guys to love you.
燃えるような舞台がお好みなのね 破壊する。あら、怖い怖い。切り刻む。
Alright, let's pop this bar.
身も心も生きていた痕跡さえも溶かして行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ。ガラスがピーメルトアウト。何かしら。こんなもの楽しみましょう。こんなものソウルリラクゼーション。漁師の隅々に私のものよ。愛は支配でやるじゃない。
Okay. There goes one. And here's another shoot tonight. There we go.
白お願い。よしちょっと私の中の女神たち力を貸してお立てしておきません。こんなもの我が剣能をここにソウルリラクゼーション。
Shit.
美は支配でお前たちの苦痛無駄にはしない。黙って命令しないで。いいよ。無賛しますか。抵抗は無駄です。こんなもの我が剣能をここに。美は支配で愛
There
は
goes one shoot tonight. Shit. Okay, so I think I kind of messed this up, but I think I pretty much got like the last bar down. Just so long as Thank you.
入力確認、適正地生態を確認、量子情報戦闘開始。マインドハックに敬礼。バラバラにしてあげる。少し歓喜なさい。すいません。お前たちの苦痛無駄にはしない。
Alright. Okay. Yeah, I definitely messed that up, so. But yeah, I could probably do this. I could probably get this right this time. Alright, there we go. Yep. All right. Here we go.
Kamiにその小さき身で挑む。本当に美と愛の女神。
Okay, thank God, so love was taken down this time.
その意味を本当に分かっていて、
まとめてゼリーにしてあげる。覚悟はいいかしら。貫いてあげる。あら、怖い怖い。
ターゲットロック。
切り刻む。
Okay, I think I understand where she's like.
生きていた鉱石さえも溶かして。
Where she is actually doing her thing, it's like, maybe it's like the middle.
何かしら。
トランプ見切れるか。あ、グー、
ソウルリラクゼーション。歓喜なさい。歓喜なさい。
よしよし。白は偉いね。よしよし。白は偉いね。
法命令し
慌て
ない。
ない慌て
無
ない。
産しますか。
Who's
我
crossing?
が権能をここに。ソウルリラクゼーション。
Yeah, she can't even do it.
私のものよ。漁師の隅々。私のものよ。
少しはしゃぎすぎたかしら。よしよし。白は偉いね。おいで。みんなよろしくね。蹴散らしなさい、白。よしよし。白は偉いね。めちゃくちゃにしてあげる。やっちゃうね。いいよ。
There we go.
おてんばかな。でも楽しい。ダースダースダース。おふたてして。おひめ
我が権能をここに。美は支配だ。狂気なさい。破壊する。よいしょ。あっそう。好きにしていいの。
めちゃくちゃにして。慌てない慌てない。
Okay, so I might have to do like one
デス
here,
メドレ
but
ーを聞かせてあげる。ガラーアンビエント。ぶっ潰れなさい。ブレストメロエインデーメント。
Oh, wait, actually,
おてんばかな。でも楽しい。おふたてして。
I think I have one in the back, so.
こんなものソウルリラクゼーション。コードパンデモス入力確認、適正地生態を確認、量子情報戦闘開始、マインドハックに敬礼。バラバラにしてあげる。少し狂気なさい、歓喜なさい。
内熱衝撃板装填します。何もなかったわ。何もなかったわ。よく見ていいでしょう。
Okay, there we go.
回避は許しません。
こんなもの
どうなの
我が剣能をここに。お前
Good, that worked.
無駄にはしない。歓喜なさい。
手伝う。気にしないで。さあ、いい粉砕します。
Okay, now that should definitely take her down.
気に入ったわ。あなた
Okay, we're taking down her while we have a mech in the back room.
デスマスター、
こんなもの
回避は許しません。エリザ
Got it!
嘘よ。嘘。
Oh, it is true, bitch! And I took you down with just extra class service.
神が。
状況終了。排熱、そして充電に移行しますね、マスター。
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually much more enjoyable compared to the mirror, though. How? How dare you touch my skin? How can mere humans damage it? Your power is nothing compared to mine. Let me go of me! No way! Now that I got a hold of you, I ain't never letting go. Hey, little Greek guys, I got a little question for you. Ever heard about Guitar about Art Ashigar? He had the supernatural strength, and we're talking hyper golden here. And when it comes to Simba, not even the toughest bear could beat him. Cause he was invincible, baby. Giga Golden Spark! Yeah, get electrified. What's this lightning? Haha! Golden! And I'm not done yet. Get ready. See, I was only just born from the bright red steel made from a tiny bit of Sasuke Kentucky Spirit Core. And it's great Nova Phantoms. Basically, a big old newborn baby. You know what that means? Of course. It's a national longevity conceptual weapon will barely hurt you at all. You got it! Now! Fire and well, Shia boss! Senpai. Let's end this. Understood, master. Emergency pair replica connection complete. Fire precision clear. Receive paradox effector. Begin countdown. There, I brought the Olympus as close as Aphrodite to get. You're all ready, good to go. Open camping now. Initiating accomplishment measures. Assuring Aphrodite's life cycle. 1,002, 3, there. Stop at 3,800. Beginning black barrel transformation. Prepare to burn the dead counter into the gun barrel. Connection in place. Measuring Aphrodite's destiny. Now let's use the dead counter to turn it from a expectation into reality. Fucker bolt is at its limit. Gabriel is fully stabilized. Immediate synchronization with the barrel replica complete. Our track synchronization rate at 50%. 60, 80. Master, please load the command spell. Command spell confirmed. Spiritual chamber is at critical mass. Selecting explosive fire round mode. Barrel replica full traits. Prepare to fire. Do it. Say good night. Boom. Just nothing but scrap now. I can see the sky. Demeter, poor Demeter, is this what you saw in your N2? I can feel my body fall apart just like hers. I feel myself dying just like she did. At last, I can finally get to die. How right, the last thing I see will be the starry sky. I lost what love I had long ago. I feel nothing as I look up to the starry sky, even in these final moments. So, now that I think of it, Quiglet, that proper human history's heroic spirit, Little Moon Girl cared for such a thing interesting. Apparently, she was the ancestor of founders and of a place that became the Rome, and loved by a man named Achilles. Who was that? Where is that? I have no idea. How could I have lived this lost spell all my life? The only one I ever loved was Hephaestus. Really? I never heard these other things. Still, I don't know if she's actually regrets it or what. It sounds like proper human history self-loves have managed to outlive her. That's so. Aphrodite, please tell me. What do you want now? Are you really R4, aren't you? Let me guess. Did you do the same things with Demeter? Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty. Now that you know you're about to disappear, don't you have any regrets? Of course not! Why would I? I am Aphrodite, a cold heartless machine. I am a device for controlling others, a spiritron information warfare fire, and it's such a life form for the kindness vessel. I'm not the kind of answer the mirror was, so I won't be giving you the kind of answer you want. But you may just watch to see how a goddess meets her end, and if you like. And to see what remains. After all, a life of control and arrogance. Oh, she admits she's arrogant. Hephaestus, I... Great Orbital Shrine Olympia Duna. Hanging Perimeter Gardens. Picking flowers, are we? Yes. Although it was the least I could do to honor our fallen goddesses, Lady Demeter and Lady Aphrodite. I see. I was wondering what you were up to. That's very kind of you. Boy, you seem much more affectionate than any of the other gods here at Queen Europa. You're correct. I always seem that way. Peppuccino, you are a perceptive one, aren't you? Truth is, I'm a crueler than anyone else here. Well, Hera was a freaking cruel goddess, so... Alright, section 14. This will be equal in due course. Part 1. Whew! There, the Sippides has landed safely. How are you feeling, Drakasak? Can you move? It's right, Senpai's files are stable, but how? His body still contains the traces of healing spell, so the effects are being prolonged. Brasky knew that it was very dangerous for a human from proper humanicity to take part in this fight. So she did what she could to make sure that they would be as well cared for as possible. I see, we owe her a great deal indeed. However, there's no telling how long these effects will last. We should avoid having Mr. Dragasak push himself too far. Right. Okay, luckily it looks like he can still move for now. Might gain all the symphonies so I can materialize it and put it away. After that, we'll all head back home. Thank you. A brilliant landing. Are you okay, Mesh? Has your weapon cooled down yet? Yes, I'm fine. The gun barrel has completely cooled off. Here, Senpai. I'll help you back to your... down to the ground. Excuse me while I pick you up. There. Okay, we're back on the ground. You did wonderfully today, Senpai. Not at all. Foo foo. Damn, so the big red armor's all gone now, huh? I was looking forward to smashing it to bits. You'll have another chance, Canis. I would ask that you come reframe the news so. That armor will undoubtedly be to keep on an Operation God and Destroyer going forward after all. We can only summon the huge bear temporarily, since he uses a ton of magical energy. Basically, he's only a virtual noble phantasm, so it's very hard to keep him materialized all the time. At least that's what Kentucky and Baratsky said. I'm afraid we don't really understand any of it. Foo foo foo! Boo's really excited about the huge bear. I suppose he must really like those sort of giant things. What? Yeah, it's freaking awesome. It's a giant mecha. I suppose. Alright, we can continue this chat later. Right now, we need to return to the base as quickly as possible. Most of our distinct citizens, like the district citizens, may be gone now. But it's only a matter of time until more soldiers and Thomas weapons make their way here. We completely exhausted our magical energy for our fight against Aphrodite, so our priority now is to recuperate. From here, we can plan our next objective and... You really think there would be a next for you? It's you, goddamn twin bastards! Seriously, the twins, Christina's servant. Congratulations, Shadians! We're gonna kill you here, Shadians. Come on, guys, now, seriously? We just finished a battle against a machine gun, and we're worn right to the heck out. There's no honor in attacking us while we're completely exhausted. Don't be ridiculous. My swordsmanship is light as itself. It's useless. No human can ever take us on by surprise. If I were Ares, I might commend you for destroying 2 machine guns. 4 if you count the ones in Atlantis. But you get no praise from me. God destroyers, what a joke! Your efforts amount to nothing more than killing gods with the power of our gods. And if it weren't bad enough, you basically are using chromedia. Go ahead and try to fire back at us, humans. We're right. And we are what shines forth in the wake of a storm. This is where The Gods Destroyer Alliance dies! Jesus. Alright. Actually, I think I should have probably went with that one. Alright. One more. And I think I found it. Somewhat. Okay, yeah, we'll go with Varys. Okay, now. There we go. Well, speaking of twins, I don't know if anybody saw the broadcast for that was going on, but basically,
仕事だね。
we're getting like a new twin service or summonable apparently,
本気で行くぞ
and then we're also getting like a new event too for like summoning stuff.
起きろ煉獄出番だ
つまらんな。
念には及ばず。
Apparently it's like some like island we're going to too, which is kind of weird because it's like something I would associate with summer though. Let's go. Somehow we're getting like summer early, which is kind of interesting because it's gonna be coming out in like April, which is more springtime.
キャンディー。 イカ様な。ガードを改め威勢だこってな。気合十分。役体もない。
Okay, and up next is Dante's.
オンそじりしたそうだ。ウガフナグル二軍。ウガ36系。神奈川。深い。
Jet.
我らは星。
空にて輝くもの。面白い。面白い。 黙れ。つま。
Okay, let's go.
我が行くは温州の彼方。アンテルシャトーティフ。
Okay, this should maybe actually.
別です導いてさ特別です導いて差し上げます。
行こう。
つまらんな。
役体もない。てんでい。
Okay, don't hit Dante's. Don't hit Dante's. Don't hit Dante's. Okay, thank you. It's Okatan, please.
痛いぞ。
黙れ。つまらんな。
Okay, and then the next round should place me in the last place. Yeah, this is actually pretty fun.
はい。遊びはここおてんばですか？おてんばです。上等よ。さあ、喜びなさい。声が遠く、私の影が世界に。
I need to go out and actually use more of that one extra class statement I put together, which is basically John Alter, Summer BB, and then also Summer Artoria.
見ていてくれました？先輩。私、格闘でもすごいんですよ。
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it looks like all I had to do was just overcome Demir, and now I'm like rocking. Is that all you got? Defiant spirits, huh? Oh wow, I would have never come up against a defiant sword and a shield made of light before. Their magical energy is tough enough as is, but the worst part of their is the same speed. Even their fists move at like light. These two aren't at all like the machine gods who just grind away at you with their authority. They're just a ridiculously powerful servant. Do you think you can compete with my sword? Oh, or with Big Bird's shield? You? Do you think you could possibly be competing now? How are you going to string enough moves together to cut us out? Go on, human sword fighter, tell me! Nitshin Ichiru! Coupled with toes. If you can do 2-on-2, then I'm sure Musashi and Holmes can do 2 as well. Nitshin Ichiru, Barmitsu Beam. Well, that last part was always just a jest, but it did take you by surprise, didn't it? Quick up! Rah! Hear me, O goddess! Push to us, Diana! Is that Armistice? Big brother! Worry not, Polax. A little mental attack like this is no. Everyone, hurry! The smoke screen spell won't last long. We need to fall back now. Senpai! Let's fall back. Understood. Fall back at full speed. Curse you! How dare you escape from me not once but twice? Such insolence, such impudence, such irreverence. How dare you disrespect us like that? Like this. Big Bird. Shadia! 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 Ah! I'll kill every last one of you humans myself! Sounds like he's a bit pissy. I wonder who won his oatmeal. Oh no, now I think of it. I wonder what is the Greek equivalent of like pissing in oatmeal. You and me. Because I don't know if the Greeks even had like oatmeal back then. We've been together ever since we were born. You're precious to me. No one could ever take your place. I think at one point, I could know your thoughts as if they were my own. But that was a long, long time ago. Now, honestly, I can't tell really I can't really tell what you are thinking anymore, not clearly. Sometimes I guess right, sometimes I guess wrong. But either way, I trust you and I love you. Love you more than anyone in the world. No, more than any person in the ever was, or ever will be. Great orbital shrine, Olympia, Dona. Mission the corridor. Damn them! Damn them and their cursed nature! If this wasn't the great orbital shrine, I'll be burning it to the ground as we speak. How dare a mere human heroic spirit use a noble phantasm to hear my divine mind? Can you think of any more immunity plaques? Well, the thing is, he's lost the divine too, so... Yes, it's terrible, Big Brother. But there's nothing we can do, since the noble phantasm also uses divine power. It's the noble phantasm derived from the gods Artemis and Spiritron information as well Warframe functionality. Of course it would be able to instruct us, even for a fleeting moment. But that was a single occurrence. Now that we know about it, we have developed a resistance, and it will never work on us again. So please, calm yourself, Big Brother. Yes, you're right. We may have died and been reborn as a divine spirits, but Far's protection is still with us. That sort of cheap intimidation authority won't work on us twice. That's right, Big Brother. All that remains now is to find out where they are hiding. Indeed, once we do, we will snip them out once and for all. By the way, do we still have that permission to destroy the frontier zone? No, unfortunately, Queen Europa insists that as one of Olympus' production districts is too important to destroy. It seems that the only way we will be able to destroy an entire district is if one of Father's revelations permits it. Queen Europa, huh? She's got a lot of nerve for a fusion of a human heroic spirit and a god. How dare she be the one to speak to for Far instead of the proper gods like us? Whatever sort of connection she may have to proper human history, I still fire actions at height of influence. I can only imagine how poor Lady Hera must feel being fused with that. I won't be able to stand it. Big Brother. Am I wrong, little sister? No, Big Brother, however. What is it? These decisions come from Zeus himself. I don't think it's in our place to criticize. Of course it's our place. I have every right to be angry about this. Big Brother. Initiating God Destroyer Alliance's base of emergency underground move. Just heads up, everyone. The whole place is going to shake even more than last time. Reconfirming emergency steps. Everything checks out. Sorry about all that shaking. We need to get out of here as soon as possible. So I am really booking it this time. Really? It doesn't seem that bad to me. How about you, Fu? Fu! Looks like you're doing fine too. Are you doing okay, Senpai? How are you feeling right now? Thank you. Of course. Boo, boo. Darcy. Damn it. How could I... All I could do was run away and yet, again... Calm down, Marcos. We can not... All we ever do is run away again. How many times has it been now? We're the only humans left in the whole alliance. I swore to finish others, but I'm no closer than I was back then. Yeah, plus on top of that, we took down 2 freaking gods, dude. 2 gods! I think we are, like, got pretty close. Only because I can't have a guy get die on us. Not even the proper human history of heroic spirit. Even the proper human history of heroic spirits are gone. You're all we got left. Failure's not an option. As much as I want to revenge, the mission still comes first. Woo! By the way, I need to tell you guys something. You know that smoke screen saw I used the first time we saved you? Well, we can't use it anymore. They see it too many times now. Oh, really? That's too bad. It looks like it was even carrying foresight and such. Do you mean that those mystic codes are similar portable cannons? I was most impressed by how effectively you deployed them for both offensive and defensive purposes. Then again, I did notice how you were swapping between different spells and magecraft bases with every shot, so I suppose this means you use them all up. Yes, that's right. We worked out with both rogue spirits and the collaborator to make these mysticos we've been using. They can use Egyptian, Scandinavian, Eastern European, Greek, Celtic, and Roman spells without relying on the 5 spirits. So your mysticos can use spells from multiple different magecraft foundations in parallel. That kind of thing would be unthinkable in modern magecraft. Really didn't sound more like a incredible artifact than they do in mysticos. Is doubly why they were effective against the gods, but unfortunately it seems effectiveness was short-lived. It's the same with the Caligula's no fascism. I don't think it'll work on them again either. By now, the RC are sure to have figured out that it's a mental attack derived from Armistice authority. So next time they'll be ready for it. I see, so the ancient twin gods have already seen through my noble phantasm. Whew. Hello, once again I've come back without wanting to be rebooted. Let me just launch into the explanation. Time for Operation God Destroyer. To enter its final phase. Thanks to you, the summoning circles are in place. All that remains is the final keys that we need to destroy Zeus. That means we need to finish the Grand Summon article. Unfortunately, we can't with the Alliance's R&D skills alone. At this point, we can only hope that the collaborator has made significant progress with its construction. But unfortunately, we have no means of contacting them. So we're doing all this and we don't know where the fuck they're at. Huh? You're just shitting us, right? You came all this way and now you're just leaving the rest of the chance. So what? All this moving around we're doing in the space is just running away? This is great. I love playing about and hoping I get lucky. You guys are even bigger idiots than I thought. I can't remember the last time I was this hard. You might be idiots, but you're my kind of idiots. Well, I can't understand where they're coming from, at least in terms of security. It's just going to show how cautious the collaborator is of being with their identity. They must have important reasons for keeping it secret. Although, of course, I can make some educated guess of what it might be. Oh yeah? Go on then, detective. Let's hear him. And don't give me any of your clever talk shit or I'll cut your tongue off and the rest of your head off with it. To begin. Okay, that's enough of that. He is the collaborator the whole time. Oh God. When did she get here? Did she completely erase her presence? No, that's not it. She used some sort of spell to appear here instantly. Is she using some kind of Godspeed technique? Jinjutsu? By the way, It's too good for a mere human practitioner. He must be pushing himself way too hard to pull off this kind of stuff. Ah, man, I don't think I'll change that much ever since I became a rogue spirit. This part is like my new magic resistance. Alright. Okay, I need to take a picture of this. Alright. Man, this is weird being sensitive spell work to some kind. The hell? Aren't you wanting the ciphers? After all the trouble I took to seek back to the heroic spirit and the divine spirits to jump into your base while it was moving, this is the welcome I get. I was hoping for a stiff cocktail, not a bunch of silly infighting. You really should have managed to learn the rest of at least a thing or two about style by now, right? Right, Mashi? Pepe. Roast banana pepperina. Oh, and it's Galvanamian pepperchino. I know it's a fake name, but it's still my fake name. I swear, you're such a little imp. Trust me. At least we're not anesthesia imp. So, but we're our demon lord, so still. Lucky for you, I love that sort of thing. You get to enjoy the little things in life. Anyway, don't need to bother introducing myself at this point, do I? So, you remember Kadik, right? Basically, I am the collaborator's other little helper. Kadik all but begged me. He said that you said to tell you to come to get what you're looking for. Wait, does that mean what I think it means? I think so. You're talking about the last thing we need for the operations file phase? You got it, hun. The article you've been waiting for is just all about ready for you to come pick up. Hey, twin cuties, what is your names again? Marcos and Ede? Yeah. Yes. You can move this base anywhere underground you like, right? Then I can give you exact coordinates right now. The coordinates to where exactly? Why, to Collaborator's secret workshop / Shadow, of course. And we have to update data. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this thing is like in a while. All right, there we go.
この海の上ではなかなか季節の移り変わりを感じるのも難しいですが、極力
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to skip this. Alright, here we go. Okay, let's see. So we just need, we just need one spirit orb and one core, and then we can ascend these, ascend the twins. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna use the restroom quick. I'm back. Let's get going. Alright. Okay. Trying to see if I can find Annie real quick, though. There it is. Okay, he needs to actually increase that a bit, but yeah, I'll use it. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, they're almost up, and how's Canis? Okay. Alright, let's begin. Souls to be equal in due course, too. Woo! Woo! You arrived at the designated coordinates. We're immediately beneath Altar Town, the middle of the city. Whoa! Have to hoof it from here. Come on, everyone. Let's get ready to leave. I want to see you all ready to be out on the door. 30, okay. 60 seconds. Look like you're all ready to set, Massey. Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to equip. Already equipped to the iron trucks. Ready? I'm ready to. No problems here, either. I'm a Starfire after all. I always expecting a fight to break out at any time. So we're underneath Altar Town, huh? Andy, Marcus, can you tell us what this area of the city is like? This is right near where the gods reside. Altar Town sits in the center of Olympus, right beneath the great orbital shrine, the bearer of Kronos' crown. There is a group of central shrines here that supervise all the branch shrines in the other districts, and the gods' great orbital shrines lies directly above them. The area of the city is the closest to Zeus. So, we're right beneath enemy territory. On top of that, these coordinates aren't that deep underground. So, the remains of A's protection are at their weakest here, while Zeus's protection is at its strongest. That means... This means we're a much greater distance than usual here, even if we are still in the underground. We'll be fine if we're just a little further down. But I'm guessing this is depth we're gonna have to walk. I'm afraid so. Won't be too long of a trip. There's nothing I can do about the depth issue. Then we'll have to be extra careful. Don't forget that there could be autonomous weapons lurking around here too. It'll be a major pain if one of them spots you. So, if you see one before it sees you, yeah. You'll need to run for it immediately because destroying it will stop it from worrying others. Anonymous weapons? You mean the Argos? No, wait. We already destroyed the Argos. Yeah, right. Good point. They must be talking about the massive destruction devices near the anti-personnel eradicators. They're all linked up to Zeus's senses. Zeus may not be able to see into the underground directly. We guess that's what is mysterious. I think of them as designs. They don't show up at the depths that we normally hide in the base, but we're shallow enough now that they do show up. Watch yourselves out around here. Is that really an AI? I never heard one swap in between its own like that before. Foo foo. I'd say they're more like a trustworthy partner that's giving us great plans to attack and secret weapons. They're already helped us out a bunch so far. So you know it's too, huh, Samurai Chick? Hey, isn't there a saying for this sort of thing? Speaking of the devil, Draconic Mash! Magical Energy Ring. 200 meters ahead, and as far as I can tell, there don't seem to be any other paths alongside the sun. Our only choice is to hit head-on, or retreat to Master. Damn, this is exactly what I hate about death. Let's get out of here for now. Look for another route before it notices us. This is such a goddamn pain in the ass. Why can't we just kill this thing and keep moving? Damn you. Don't you think we wouldn't notice if we could? Damn it. We should get back now and... Don't worry, everything's fine. I've severed this device connection to Zeus's neural network to simplify Maris Rashadia. It's no longer online. Well, it's not entirely true. I threw some hacks so it would seem like it was online. The point is, you don't need to worry about leaving the attack. Well, that's the best news I heard all day. That's why I thought our only chances were to run or hide. Now we have a much better one. Whoever you are, I'm gonna assume you're late K-Con and said to you to trust that you're here to help. How about you, Draconic? Are you serious? You made a call faster than I thought. Oh, it's the right one too. Just your attention. Just do it. Keep going. Instituting Iron Truck's combat mode. Hostiles are 100 meters away. Prepare to engage the battle. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna change the tone. There we go.
我は抑止の守護者。本気出してしまうか。本気で行くぞ。起きろ、煉獄。ああ。起きろ、煉獄。そういうことか。無理。無限無変三手を束ねて無球となす
Okay, well, looks like we do have... Seriously? It had that much HP left. Kind of amazes me how basically some of these enemies have like probably like 1 digit or 2 digit or 3 digit like HP left over after you should have clearly just killed them. I don't know why it does that, but there we go. I always thought we were able to use Wobble Fast. Yeah, well, at least Boba Fett's Pokesai was definitely a big help, even though she's not complete though. Okay, we got a core, now we just need an orb. And then we can finally just max this in the twins here. Need mats. And yep. And I really need to go through and figure out the people with level 92 supports. It's like kind of annoying that they only do that, and it's just for like to get up higher on like different points. I still sat in silence. Wait, I'm picking up another magical energy ring 100 meters away. It's straight for us at high speed. Seems to be more like one happened to find us rather than the last one called for reinforcements. I'm fine taking it on, but how do the rest of you feel? How do I feel I could take a couple hundred of these things without breaking a sweat? Let's do this. Yep.
本気で行くぞ。本気出してしまうか。
耐えてみせて。温情はない。耐えてみせて。
面白い。
我が攻防起きる。
参拝の時よ。アリのように並びなさい。
無理無限無限。三個を束
Okay,
ねて
let's do a chain here.
絶剣無給三段。
Okay, so next will be just being
信
Dante.
頼回帰臨界始まりの領域花開く命のすべてひとときの夢のエグスグラクエーサ
我が行くは温州の彼方。アンテルシャトーティフ。
うるさい静かにして
そういうことか。
嘆き食い入る許しはない
沈め。
There we go.
そして
Although I actually
やてよ。
remember that basically Okit Altar actually has like class advantages against Lancers for some reason. Actually, wonder if for like your pet skill, I wonder actually how that's gonna work. Okay, let's keep going. Yes, Musikai's. Okay, we'll go J Souls. Alright, and then let's see. Yeah, we'll go with Gorgon because that should help. Because I remember she gives like MP up. MP gain. From once you use your Nova Phantasm.
トーンときたよ。
したり
貴様らのものを返してやろう。時計落ちるがいい。パンテ
Kurt, help Chris there.
超こざいなトンひょんなものだ
And I think it's a high.
つまらんな。
目覚まり
ひょんなものだ
Well, speaking of eyes, it's like there's something I need to do probably, or like probably end up doing that after this week because I have like an April Fool's thing to do. It's like one of the next things I plan to do for my list is basically to try to make sub MMO badges finally.
神社に
Oh wait, why did I do that? Yeah, or
たっぷり炭をするさ
hey, what's too soon?
本そじりしたそうだ本私に導くさ9月36件体大きい波色のしたり
つまらんな。
超こざいな
Thank you.
1000万
ひょんなものだ
貴様らのものを返してやろう。時計落ちるがいい。パンテ
By the way, how's everyone's level? Mine was actually kind of okay though. Although I did take it. Oh, side streaming. Although I did take a nap though, like yesterday though, which was kind of comforting.
面白い。面白い。黙れ。我が行くは温州の彼方。
Although, it's like some other things I need to probably remember to do. Like, I actually need to figure about like cleaning my bed though. Which I'll probably do while I'll be tomorrow after like the TV. Which reminds me, it's like apparently my parents actually got like a new TV came in
超こざいな
while I was at work today, and it's like this 55-inch 4K television. So they're gonna be moving things around tomorrow though, because that's when the like we get the hook things. Anyway. And we get them bonded up before we even get Canis spawning up. And now we have an orb. So after this, we are gonna ascend. Ugh. A hostile sound. I don't sense any hostiles in the area, and the healing the Ford doesn't seem to be working on the remains either. Of course not. Not with me here. The bastard suits might have taken over Demir's authority, but these things aren't going to be instantly healing themselves as long as I'm around. I can't say what's going to happen once we leave, but at least you won't have to worry about them while I'm here. Man, reassuring your punks. Shit's pretty messed up for... That's what I'm doing. I must be getting soft in my old age, huh? She kind of looks young, so... That's really... It was already destroyed. Do you think... Do you really need to hit it again? Mind your damn business. Besides, didn't you once chop the guy's head off after you already taken him down? Oh, that was just me trying to tighten up loose ends. That's it. Are you serious? The battle's over, Master. You did great. By the way, about that giant hand we fought towards the end. Haven't we seen it in somewhere before? Yes, it looks like the one we've seen in somewhere. From what I've been told, it's been a mock enemy archetype in Shadi's combat somewhere since this first began operating. We also encountered similar looking hostiles entities near the ley lines with some similarities. It's still unclear what exactly where their designs come from. Yep, it sure was a big hand. Woo. Damn, and here I thought I was my chance to pet him. Okay, everyone, great works. Sure, I may not have helped, but it was a good show. So, shall we be going then? Oh, and then again, maybe we should just ask the owner of this little hideout for directions. The owner? Yes, that's fine with me. Of course, my secret workshop is just up, so you don't have much further to go. Just keep going straight ahead, and don't worry, the door's unlocked. Welcome to God Destroyer Alliance in Shadia, to my great Prometheus Hephaestus workshop. Whew. Hephaestus is still alive? Yes, a version of me was destroyed, but that was more of a backup version of me, which resides here. Did that version of me tell you that another version existed back before it met its end? That's right, you did. You said there was another separate unit here in Olympus. There you go. I am that separate unit. Although, strictly speaking, I should say, I'm more of a transcendent unit. Anyway, this is very intriguing. It sounds like you come across my ants, even in proper human history. Your hands? So those hands are actually a... Oh, thanks, man. Thanks to you, we can actually level up service very quickly. Boop, boop. Ha, that's a giant hand series? Well, being one of the 12 Olympian zone's hands explains why it's so huge. Oh, no, not mine. Sorry if my twisted words confuse you. They were replicas of my hands back when I was just a Prometheus before I became Prometheus Hephaestus. And since this version of me, this Prometheus for proper human history, was bestowing wisdom and experience to you. What a fascinating connection. Right, Prometheus, god of wisdom, is said to have given humanity the gift of fire. Then the enormous hand-shaped enemy we've been known to encounter in Shadi combat similar is Prometheus' hand of wisdom. Here in this last spell, it only remains of my former self, but a proper human history, I'm sure it is doing everything it can to aid humanity in this time of crisis. I don't know what to say except thank you. Yeah, thank you, Prometheus, for giving us embers. No. After all, that is what my proper human history self, not me. Now, go on. This may not be quite the reunion you had in mind, but You are welcome in my workshop, nonetheless. You who come to my continue to fight the gods. There's definitely something similar here. That reminds me of the temple remains we saw on Atlantis. Does that mean that this whole workshop is actually your brain? Prometheus Ephesus? That's right, it is in one sense. I suppose it's a long shot is. For you, God Destroyer Alliance, it's nice to meet you. Same here. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, oh God of knowledge. I mean God of the Forge. Don't worry, either is fine. In my current state, I both never and well both. Don't worry about that. If my speech pattern sounds different, it's because the Prometheus brain is the primary operator of this facility. Yes, I suppose I really did die once. Or at least the database intelligence that calls itself Ephesus did. Our human history. Prometheus was said to be the god of knowledge, who bestowed wisdom upon humanity. He was also basically chained to to the rocks and had basically birds eat out his his flesh and his liver while alive, and then have him just regrow back at night, and then when the sun rises have the same process start over and over again because Zeus punished him for basically stealing the Olympian fire to try to give to mankind. Presumably in this last spell, you managed to survive by fusing with one of the gods who fell from the Olympian Machina. That's right, I fused with Hephaestus, who has been taken prisoner after Machina ended. It seems that I wasn't able to disclose such top secret information in Atlantis. But I take it you're sharing all your information with the Alliance. That's the wisest citizen decides. Yes, well, I'm afraid we have a precious little to share in the regards when it comes to the last ones. Indeed, we are practically starved for information. So it would seem. I haven't been really following the side of things too closely, but does that mean you're the God Destroyer Alliance's collaborator we've been hearing so much about? I am collaborating with the Alliance, yes. In that case, I have to thank you for saving our bacon. Something like heroic spirit cannon really helped us out of time. It might yet not have been enough to let us win with it alone, but it definitely could have won without it. I'm sure we're definitely going to need the grand summon article we're about to take off your hands too. Pardon me if I may. Is there still one more thing I want to know? Oh? First time we encountered the gods of Olympus, we were saved in part because of a kind of dissonant noise. Notice that it interfered directly with Olympus's independent god made ley line, and therefore seemed to be quite ineffective against the gods. Ah, so you noticed that, did you? Insisted never mark because Edaway seemed to possess such a thing, I can only conclude it belongs to you. Tell me, would we be able to borrow from you? Don't bark, they ain't gonna work on him ever again. I love how Holmes is laughing. I mean, that was a special mystical built on the heroic spirits that Ophidius' musical macecraft. Unfortunately, now that we use it, we can never use it again, just like our smoke screens. It might not be completely useless anymore, but it won't work out that well again. I see. I did realize you've been using such valuable things to help us. It's okay, Mash. It had to be done. And they... Boo-foo! What is it? Little Furball just wants to jump on you. Get away from me, Furball. Oh my, what's gotten into you, little one? Develop a weakness for cute, pretty faces. In such a short time since we met. Boo! I have nothing else. Is it alive, Hephaestus? Well, I would say I'm alive, as so much as I synced up with my backup here, but thank you. In Atlantis, you defeated Artemis and Poseidon. In Olympus, you defeated Semir and Aphrodite. Now you have triumphed over the gods. You're practically at Zeus's throat. What you have accomplished so far is nothing short of amazing. There is just one more thing I'd like to ask you. Did Aphrodite's Aphrodite say anything about me? Well, in proper humanistic mythology, Aphrodite was a goddess of love and beauty, as well as Hephaestus' wife. I gather from your question that you had a similar relationship with her in this last spell. That was a long time ago. At this point, I'm just mine without an Althena. I don't blame you for killing my wife and all. However, she may have changed. After Olympia Machina, she is still once the woman I once loved. She was very loving herself once. I see. Now then, the Grand Summon article. Damn, he sure moves quick. Of course he does. Forget the cold-bloodedness, but these things don't have blood. Just because they might look human, sometimes they don't mean they are. And just like people never know what it's like to be the beast. No god ever knows what it's like to be human. And if one did, there'll be exception among exceptions. Really, these things are just overgrown piles of junk that happen to know a thing or two thanks to their authority. Doesn't matter if they're a god or sprung up all natural or shit from Earth, or mechanical god that came from space. They're all nothing more than containers for the huge-ass power we call authority. So yeah, of course this guy's going to be quick as hell to move on. You think the sea can ever know how a person feels, or a freaking storm? Of course not, and there you have it. Canis, you must be the one who gained Poseidon's protection. Come now. There's no reason we can't be friends. I'll admit that Poseidon could certainly behave in a less admirable ways, but... Don't you talk to me about him! Just hurry the hell up and give us the summon thing already, you proud scrap. Once you hand it over, I'll end your miserable life, and we can all be on our merry way. Now hurry up and... Well, someone's little punk is feeling a little crappy today. Didn't get the full lunch or something? If you all need a quick meal to fix yourself, then you take mine. Oh, and I watched that spear of yours, so you can poke somebody's eye out with that thing if you aren't careful. You touched my spear, didn't you? What the hell are you? An assassin? No, that ain't right. What's that? And how did they sneak up a Canis like that? It says any bloodlust or hostile intent, but something is off about this guy feeling familiar. Yes, senpai, but it's positive there wasn't anybody here until this moment ago. What's this feeling? Whatever this guy is, he's no ordinary rogue spirit. What the hell are you? Me? This here is the gods of Forge's workshop. Of course you're gonna need a smithery to work it. Fact is, I'm just in the middle of casting something for that odd pile of scrap, as you put it. So, who are you, a customer? If you are, then you ought to know to mind your manners and don't do business unless I'm here, please and thank you. In the meantime, why don't you all put a big stick of yours away? It ain't a bad piece of work. No sense of wasting it on some old geezer like me. Muramasa. Oh my, that's quite the big name. I wouldn't say geezer fits it by any means either. Hey Peppy, we've seen them before. This is Tsushima alter ego. And he's a rogue spirit who helped Senpai back his emotion, and now he's one of the foreign god's disciples. Tsushima Masa. Yeesh. Maybe this is payback for spending my whole life in the forge. I'm sure that I always had faith in the Tetsumi, but that alone doesn't explain how I ended up in alter ego. Now I'm gonna go find Airboy for something called the foreign god, and if it weren't bad enough, it's made me an enemy of goddamn humanity itself. If it weren't so tragic, it would all just be funny. But at least I've got to meet the true god of force out of this deal. Although my excitement sure tempered off when he turned out to be a half-fossilized gizmo. Hell, he's more than just an old man who's just been around, but as long as the most gods. You know, there's something here that really sad about the already being old man calling you an old man. Does smithing skill just come with a foul mouth? Here, no, I didn't mean anything by that. How about I give you that bald head of yours a good polish to make it up? I am not bald. I mean, it is the machine, so I wish he's even bald to begin with. Heck, I'm kind of wondering if my game consoles are bald. Is my PC bald? Or my monitors bald? Master, he seems to be, definitely not like any of the other foreign god disciples. So you wouldn't have the foreign god's alter ego disciples, huh? Then, the Muramasa I knew used to complain about materializing as a saver. So I guess you made up for it by being an alter ego this time. You sure got around to for being an okay. So what are you actually doing here? Is it just a coincidence that ran into you? Or maybe more than that? You're here wanting to wait to take care of Shadia for getting in the foreign god's way or something. You know, that's a good question. I want to honor my mentor's request, but I also can't ignore the duties as a disciple of foreign god. So I do something now, or should I be on my way? What do you think, Chrome Dome? Chrome Dome? So, Muramasa, my last apprentice, and Shadia, the ones who carry all my proper human sister's self-hopes, shared upon even I can predict. As the god of knowledge, this is fascinating, but it seems as Shadia, it has Shadia's edge. Not even I can blame, given that they're up against another god. Right, plus Zeus's fellow says I gotta cut them in two and serve them up as an offering when I come across them. Alter ego Shinji Muramasa. No matter what he says about not lying and wait for us, he's still the foreign god's disciple, which makes him our enemy. I should probably think of him as a whole other Shinji Muramasa with a different spiritual origin altogether from the one I knew, but... Hey, you! Tough fucking swordsman! You recognize this face or something? Don't tell me you knew this by its original owner. Nah, probably ain't. I'm guessing you just met me during the past materialization or something. Well, whatever went on with that, I ain't got a single memory of it. So, I gotta thank you all the same. You must have been really like me, saying how much you'd be keeping your hands on your swords, even under these circumstances. Huh. I never would have thought a Neo like you would go easy on the enemy staring right in front of you. Huh? Huh? Isn't that he our enemy? The hell does he just say? I believe he said thank you. Woo. Ain't not our enemy after all? Nope, at least not for now. For you ain't an ally ever, so don't go getting these lines mixed up. The hell? What's going on here? No fine, no killing. The hell you get off saying this kind of shit after you already picked a fight? Me? I didn't pick the fight. I just warned you to take good care of your weapon of yours. The hell's your deal anyway? The kid who's old at art. And you're in line... You're with Dracasa Hawk, the samurai chick? I'll forget. I don't know. I don't care. I'm bored. Wake me up when things get really interesting again. I too know nothing of this man whatsoever. True, I never met a heroic spirit by this name before. However, he's something not the art alter egos up. Like the art alter egos up. You think I give a shit if you agree with me or not? I'm turning into my spirit form and going to sleep. Shinji Muramasa, alter ego. I heard your name back in Atlantis. But I never would have guessed you remain at neutral. Another fascinating phenomenon. If the open discussion on the table, Mr. Muramasa, there's a few things I would confirm with you. For example, can we assume you won't be sharing your knowledge with our rival here with the alter egos? Didn't I tell you? At this moment, I'm just another smithy. I can't very hard to worry about anything else until I'm done with the job I assigned to. I see. Well, we greatly appreciate that. hold up. Hey, you, the one high in the house, who might you be? I can tell you aren't even trying to erase your presence, so why don't you come out and say hi already? Hoot, hoot, hoot. Mechanical owl is the same that Kanik had with him. That must also be the device that was used to set off the Olympus' spell. But it would seem that his master today is neither Kanik nor Peppuccino. Yes, that's right. The sacred owl has been entrusted to me. Good day, Shinies and members of the God Destroyer Alliance. I believe this is our second time meeting in person. I am Europa. I am the Shrine Maiden and Queen of Zeus ruler of the Sour Mountain City of Olympus. So now Europa's here. So what's going on? Is she like portraying Zeus, or is she like trying to put a stop to us, or what? And I am the God Destroyer's Alliance I'm the God Destroyer's Alliance collaborator. Well, that's a fucking plot twist. Alright. Alright, let's ascend real quick.
ようこそ
Okay, and then after this I'm gonna use the restroom and then we'll start section 16.
我らは古き双子神。我らは二つで一つの光なる。
Nice
表裏
one.
一体にして一心同体
我らのつながり
Yeah,
は
look
永
like
遠で
that.
あり、不変である。少なくとも空に瞬く星々程度にはな。
その我らが保証するわマスターあなたは私たちと確かにつながった
そう霊落せし我が霊気よくぞここまで引き上げた褒めてやる
Yeah, this is
失
very
われ
long
た
one.
神格を取り戻すには至らぬまでも
兄様は感激しておいでなのです
ポルクス
そろそろクエストに戻る
Alright. We're gonna be right back and then we're gonna start section 16. Okay. Back, guys. Souls to be equal, do course 3. Alright, 6. Okay, so if she's the collaborator, then... Hoot, hoot. Foo, foo. Hoot, hoot. Foo, foo, foo. Oh, this is like Foo likes the owl. It's nice to see you gain along with Minerva. Foo, is this the first bird and friend you ever made? Careful not to break her, Foo. Foo. So this mechanical owl is a terminal for Athena, huh? And here I thought this was some kind of weapon or something. I mean, this is the owl who made it the sound that let us escape from the gods that one time, right? Yes, you could say it is also a weapon. Oh? It's part of the authority Athena left behind. At this point, it's simply a terminal, with no knowledge of its godly nature. But it was still able to interfere with the god-made ley line by synchronizing with the Prometheus Ephesus. Now that you mention it, there's something about that owl that reminds me of a Persis Apollo terminal, the one that helped us in Atlantis. Maybe there's something about the coexistence faction the gods' terminals have in common. They're both very cute. Yes, I think so too. Now then. Shadians, the gods' Zora Alliance members, I must apologize for keeping my identity secret this all this time. Even though we have put our fates in each other's hands, I regret that I did not even show you my face until now. And if I weren't bad enough, I even put your lives in danger last time we met. Please pay no mind. Now, what do we know? You're actually something of a spy. We cannot blame you for trying to maintain your cover. If anything, I must applaud you for managing to do so and face an omnipotent god. Well, why not work for that owl? We'll be grateful for you. Me too. Back when we first came face to face with the gods, I didn't think we would have survived if that owl hadn't intervened. Oh yeah, they would have chewed up us up like a soggy udon. Definitely save it. It's alright, Europa. Please don't hold your head high. Yeah, the alliance would have fallen apart, but some time ago you haven't helped us. Any more drift, and don't lose Jackie. But yeah, how's it going? Also, by the way, I actually did redeem myself a bit by basically taking Aphrodite down without any revives. Yeah, the alliance would have fallen apart some time ago if you haven't helped us. Don't worry, we know you're not like Zeus, and we don't hold a grudge against you. Thank you, everyone. That's not redeeming our fight is really quite easy. Okay, okay, I guess it's somewhat. But yeah, it's like, probably when the Mario quest comes up, I'm definitely gonna redeem myself for that. May not be my place to say anything, since I didn't experience the tragedy of the Olympus machine for myself. But, even despite that, I could not bear to simply remain on the sidelines any longer. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Thank you, Minerva. I'm Europa, a heroic spirit of proper human history. Though Lord Zeus, this last one may care for me, he's not Lord Zeus I knew from proper human history. He rejected his duty to trust the fate of this world to humanity. And he decided to rule everything himself. I find this to be a clear sign he thinks humans are weak and capable of defending for ourselves. Sure no, Lady Europa, all of Europe is said to be named after you. In proper human history, Zeus fell in love with you, and you chose to serve as a queen. You eventually went on to give birth to the founding kings of many other dynasties. I suspect that the protector of all of Europe, you feel the duty is to watch over humanity, and that you still feel the stronger connected to them. Yeah, same. Kind of learned more too, although it's like she's one of the very few permanent SSRs I'm missing though. But if I didn't need Nokita and then Baber too, it's like I probably got her. With the SR ticket, no doubt that's why you had no choice but to define nature yourself. Humanity, proper human history. Truth be told, I'm not entirely sure myself. fact is, I love all people, not only those from proper human history, but from this lost spell as well. Even if there is no Europe to be found in this lost spell, I still love Ede and Marcos and every other Olympian as though they were my own children. Nay, Europa. Now that's why I cannot accept Zeus's decision. I cannot let him continue to keep my children close at hand without giving them a proper chance to grow. I can't understand the urge to keep children young and innocent, for that is a dream many parents have at times. But to actually do so, to actually keep something in suspended for a span of 10,000 years, it's something I cannot and will not tolerate. Yeah, because you're keeping the kids from reaching their full potential. And not even if that it was Zeus himself has decided it's the best. Nay, Demir must express disbelief as well in a response. Zeus recalibrated the Divine Court, causing her to go mad. You mean to say Zeus has made modifications to other gods as well? Yes, he has. It was Zeus burning Lady Aphrodite that made her forget how to love, and caused her to lose one of her two sides. It said that there are 4 gods who stood by Zeus during the Millennium Machina, but in reality, could be far from the truth. The truth is, none of the other gods stood with Zeus. He killed 5 of them and brought the remaining 5 over to the side with sheer force. The remaining 5, hold on, please. The gods who survived the 4th Machina were Artemis, Poseidon, then Demeter and Aphrodite, and me, Hephaestus, although in my case, Zeus chose not to destroy me completely, but kept my brain alive in order to help me run the Olympus more efficiently. I would say not quite different from real humans. Most are mentally, yeah. For 10,000 years though, it's like, keeps them from like growing up more and actually be able to think much more rationally. Although in that, of course, on my part, I've been synced up to with Prometheus and cutting off Zeus's supervision network. Together, he and I can become the alliance as collaborators. So we're talking about a god who controls people and other gods, huh? Yikes! I hope you can forgive me for speaking so plainly in front of you, Your Majesty. Of course, frankly, I have felt the same way for a long time. Yeah, it is quite impressive to do that for like over 10,000 years. Especially since, yeah, they would have probably, like, as time progressed, they should have probably actually matured a bit. Even if they were kids. Lord Zeus was so loving and proper human history, but here in this lost spell, he chose to become something truly frightening. Now no one can reason with him. Not me, nor Lady Hera. Yeah, it's definitely definitely would be impossible. Although this is like Zeus though, so who's basically a machine god, so that defines takes like all human logic and kind of somewhat throws it out the window. Oh, well, here is the case. Nay, Europa. It's still too soon to weep tears of sorrow of great mother Europa. Now that we are here together at last, we shall be the ones to find who slain him. So please, dry your tears, O loving Europa, of our god, destroyer alliance is now joined by Shadia, and your tears will be much sweeter when they are tears of victory. Yeah, please don't cry, Europa. It's too soon to cry. Thank you, Kulikwa. Thank you, Trikasak. Yes, you're right. You're so right. There will be plenty of time to tears there, and I am here now to lend you my aid. Prometheus, Hephaestus, I now offer you all the magical energy I have saved up over these many years. Use it to complete the Grand Summon Oracle. And one more thing. Shield Maiden of Shadia, Mass Security Light. Yes? I have a present for you. Oh, but it's not from me. No, this is a parting gift from the goddess Athena. Ooh. I wonder what Athena did you get as a given match. Okie dokie, I'm gonna head back, and I'm back now. I'd love to stay in for dinner, but I'm afraid we have to take the rain check. Too many praying eyes and keen noses in the great orbital shrine, all wondering where the little old me might be after all. Oh, you're going to miss me, Foo? Well, you're no fun, but I wouldn't have you any other way. Anywho, Queen Europa, I'll let you know that if there's any news from the over here, just so you can take your time. In fact, you'll probably just raise suspicion if we went back together. Oh, and I'm going to leave Minerva here, so use her to warp out of here in case of emergency, okay? Alright then, ta-ta for now. See you later, Bashi! God, I love like Pepper Gio's nickname for Bash. It's a shame Peppy won't be here to join us. But if you like, I'll be happy to cook dinner for you all tonight. I'll make sure you all must. I'm sure you must be sorry. You'll cook for us? Woo. And anything to eat since lunch. Oh, now that you mention it, we haven't, have we? I'm completely slipped my mind. I'm so sorry, Senpai. Eating is critical for your health to keep up your strength, and I should never have let you go this long without any food. No! Don't cook Foo! Foo's too cute to cook! Or let Foo cook for us? I mean, if Foo can actually be a good chef, that would actually be interesting. Yeah, it's like, I can see it now. Cooking with primate murder. Yeah, forget Emerald. Forget Gorham Ramsay. Foo now. Foo is like the master chef around here. So much that he could probably impress the living daylights out of Benny Emiya. Kirillite, remember, Demi servant differs from a standard servant in numerous ways. Right. Let Foo cook Holmes. And my Patel is, when do you want to cook Holmes? Unless of course you're like with a lot of people, such as myself, Holmes would be a bit suspicious. Thank you for thinking me, Holmes. Well, we definitely can't do anything on the empty stomach, so I'm afraid. So I'm all in favor of having a bite to eat. That's it, the Europa. I'm happy after you personally cook for us. Feels like it'd be kind of wrong somehow. Oh wait, were you just joking? Is this some kind of Greek humor? Huh? Hmm? Oh no, I promise you, it was no jest. I truly mean it. I may not know any cooking spells, but I fuse with Lady Hera now. And while Lady Hera may not have quite been as skilled as a cook as Lady Necessity, a goddess of Earth, she was still a goddess of home. So if nothing else, I can certainly make sure that her dish will be brimming with divine protection. Oh, I see. This also made you more fond of Musashi. Well, Musashi is like, is a very lovable airhead, so. Then again, we'll help you cook. It'll be our pleasure. Right! Are you sure it's okay for us to join in too, Queen Europa? Of course, I'm sure there'll be enough food to go around. Isn't that right, Prometheus Hephaestus? Oh sure, I have a apprentice staying here for over a year now, so there should be more than enough for everyone. Do you mean Mr. Muramasa? That's right, even though he's a heroic spirit, he's still in the habit of eating meals regularly. And whether he is not smithing, he usually makes some dish or art form a place called the Far East. He's been using my workshop's small garden to grow, so he brings the rice. As of late, he's also been making miso a steak. Yep, that's definitely Murderasa, right? Oh my, that sounds perfect for Japanese cuisine. I've never had Japanese food before. Will you please tell me how to make it, Muramasa? Well, sir, I can walk you through while making my oatmeal, but I don't. But didn't you say you were going to do the cooking tonight? Might as well just join you. I can show you how to cook the rice and miso soup anytime. Great. I'm going to hold you to that. Sure thing. You're right. You're a right different sort when you're not around Zeus. It's really throwing me off. Huh? What is it? You're that hungry? Woo. Is something wrong, Howdy? Oh no, it's just a little lost in thought. I still can't quite believe that Queen Europa herself was the Arco-Irrier, or she's going to cook for us. Up until today, I never thought of imagining such a thing. You know, it's strange. I know this might sound odd, but ever since you all came here, I've been remembering what it's like to enjoy myself. Oh, I'm remembering? Yes, this is just like it was 10,000 years ago. Back when we never knew what might happen, and each and every day wasn't yet a foregone conclusion. Back then, when today was different from yesterday, and you knew tomorrow would be different for today. You're right, sister. I never thought today would be come, and we actually get to slay the gods. And I never thought I'd see you standing in the kitchen, happily cooking away again, either. It's all thanks to you guys. Thank you, Mash. Thank you, Trikanasak. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that we rescued you. I really know what we've done without you two. Are you done talking? Then I'd like everyone who's willing to help come with me, please. Right. Coming. Marcos? Yes. Yeah, okay, I'll help too. Wonderful. I'm thrilled to see you. Such helpful children. Now let's make something scrumptious. Now then. While the others are busy preparing dinner, I would like to check my notes and the last ones against your database. Assuming that's alright with you, of course. Prometheus Hephaestus. Me? Well, since I am tasked with apprentice with supervising construction of an arc, I guess I have time to spare. You also we want the twins as servants. Yeah, that'd actually be cool if they could be, although I don't know how we would incorporate them though, especially since they're definitely wouldn't be proper servants per se. No, my mental resources are significant for multitasking. I can answer your questions without a slow introductions. The Grand Summon Arco should be ready tomorrow morning. No problem. So stage the proper human mystery. What do you want to ask me? I see. Yes, you are afraid about the continent of Atlantis is correct. As your understanding of each Machina, then I suspected you and the other gods are originally supposed to lose your true mechanical bodies during the second Machina. Exactly, about 10,000 years ago when we fought the White Death that descended from the sky. It was apparently supposed to wipe out the entire prehistoric civilization, gods and humans alike, at least the proper human history. But we defeated it, and to do so, we managed to keep our mechanical god bodies, as you call them. So, basically, they went to war with the Viber. Just as a moment. You say prehistoric civilization, sure did. Then it must have been a lost civilization. A lost that disappeared during the second It is indeed. Oh wow, this is a huge discovery. And your hypothesis was right, Yeah, Altera. So the mystical continent of Atlantis really did exist. I see. So it was destroyed in a second Machina, not sunk by the wrath of gods as Pluto would describe it. Fighting was her. My data was on the Great Floods. All come from proper human history, not this last spell. I heard there was 2 floods in total, but I don't know any details. You have to ask our proper human history counterparts about these. Assuming you ever get the chance to meet them in your future travels, of course. Understood. Well, the chances of summoning the merge level divine spirit are slim. I hope for the best. You know, all this talk about the second machine that really takes me back. It was one of the fiercest battles I ever fought. The White Death that came from space was ruthless, and the quest to destroy everything. The figure was called the Sephar, or perhaps the Sephar. From space. Just 4 more apples than you're done farming. Oh, nice. It was ending like the foreign god, perhaps. Not at all. The foreign god's tree of infinities are still compressed with a structure that we can understand. But the White Death structure was far beyond the comprehension of any intelligence on this planet. But it has nothing to do with Shadi's endeavors, so there's no reason for you to trouble yourself about it. Came here for the sole purpose of destroying this and its world's prehistoric civilization. There was no life form on Earth who could stand up to it. We the gods only managed to survive, because Zeus succeeded in becoming an composite god right at the last moment. Composite god? Who? Yes, the combination of other gods. Do you not really know all that? We, the mechanical gods, all possess the ability to combine one another, or we did anyway. In fact, we originally all used to be a single being named Chaos. And this is the way, our survival and combat capabilities tend to improve closer we get to our primary Chaos roots. As evidence, our previous iteration of Titan-class warships were even sturdier than we were. But Zeus is in his class of his own. He's the omnipotent supreme being, and the emerge who wields the Thunderbolts. He defeated the Titans, so the holy vessel Kronos crown and the mark of the flagship that ties our entire pantheon together. And he even managed to obliterate the White Death. Yes, the only reason the 12 Olympians were able to defeat the White Death was because Zeus served as the core of refusion. So what you're saying is, whew, Zeus is really damn strong. Indeed, if nothing else, I can tell you that this last spell has the power capable of burying an enemy beyond the very planet. Even if he should happen to lose all the other composite gods, he is still the greatest and the most powerful god of all. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Section 17, souls to be equal in due course 4. That was so good. I've eaten all sorts of ages and places, but your cooking, Lady Europa, was still some of the best I ever had. Although, now I'm kind of curious if, like, what would happen if we were to make dishes that combine both Greek and Japanese cuisine into one. Might be a bit tricky though, because I do know taking like 2 different cultures foods and combining them together can be a bit tricky. Unless of course you know what you're doing, so probably a bit of experiments might have to be done until we get it right. Yeah, when I first got to Olympus, I never thought I'd get to have such great breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. Well, I guess I never did end up having lunch today, but there's more to make up for it. They really were. It was like culinary techniques that have been honed to perfection over Olympus' 10,000-year history were concentrated every bite. I honestly made me feel as if there was tasting history itself. The bread in particular is nothing I could ever have imagined before today. Thank you so much, Queen Europa. It's been an invaluable experience. Oh no, I didn't do anything special. I simply copied what I've seen others do. Adelaide and Marcus did truly all the hard work. You're far too generous, Lady Europa. All we did was follow your instructions. You're a way better cook than any mere culinary student. Most of them can only care about working on their so-called cutting-edge research. And here, as long as you know the basics of Olympian ingredients and culinary techniques, anyone can cook like they put a little love to it. Still, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you all so much for helping me. If we continue working together like this, Operation God Destroyer should be seen in no time. Hurrah! 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 Woo! Hero! Oh man, I haven't heard that one in a while. If I right, I should shout on Kenya's behalf as well. She may not have shown herself there, but I'm sure she's nearby. Watch her from spirit form. Yeah, now that you mention it, I guess Candace is probably still kind of ticked. Though I probably shouldn't let Candace hear me say that, or she'll opt to materialize just in time to bring your giant spirit down on my head. Speaking of Mr. People, is Home still at it? Then how much magical energy will the Grand Summon consume? Normally a summon makes use of mana in the atmosphere and the summoner's own aid. However, if the summoner would be capable of bringing down a god, I'm not sure even the slot spell's excessive reserves of atmospheric and mana, which automatically, immediately, far as to surpass anything to hand and proper history will suffice. So if we were to complete this Grand Summon, as the rogue spirits calls it, I'd assume we need an argument of our magical energy supplies amount. Of course you will. Strictly speaking, this summoning ritual doesn't use the summoner, given its vast magical energy requirements. I've decided to make use of an infinity crystal above Olympus. A view down. More accurately, I decided to access the infinity crystals through Olympus as its own god-made ley line, thereby providing us with an inexhaustible supply of magical energy. We'll use the enemy's own power against them. The god-made ley line. That ley line is kept completely under the god's closest supervision. Our spells were able to do so much as touch it, but that won't be the case for you. Does this mean that the god-made ley line was? Of course, I'm the one who made it. Even if only to do so reluctantly under Zeus's order. I suspected as much. Yes, I know all there is about the god-made ley line, right down to its unusual vulnerability, you say. The ley line may be an invisible magical energy network that serves as a transcendent source of magical energy, but since it was never completed, it's also full of holes. It's the greatest vulnerability, in fact, that exists in space all throughout Olympus. By placing special spells and formations of these spaces, we're able to draw a truly massive summoning circle that covers all Olympus, even as the gods remain none the wiser. That is the summoning circle that lays at the heart of the operation. They are the very spells that you and the heroic spirits of the Alliance have already put in place. Sounds like they're having a pretty evolved conversation. Time to summon Angra with it. Although, are we gonna summon the actual true Angra, or are we actually gonna summon the Zero Star Angra? I'm gonna get some night air and a little walk to help with my digestive should be the thing. I agree. The underground passages are sure to be full of like autonomous weapons. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Oh man, Prometheus / Hephaestus cut off their connection to the surveillance network, right? Then, like I said, this ought to be just the thing to help my digestive. Well, the difference is basically the Zero Star Angry Menu. It's just a guy that was just called the Angry Menu. It's not the actual one. The actual one is supposed to be actually more all-powerful and evil. More in line to actual Satan himself. Like I said, this ought to be the thing that help with my digestive, but I'll be fine, I promise. If I really take out of trouble, I'll take it out there immediately. I might have to research the void, but I'm still a skeptical. I'm gonna charge the point I know it can't be. Anyway, it's the walk time. Be back soon. You know, you guys don't have to come with me, right? Or are you just here on a hunch or something? Well, Andy and Marcos? Dragonosaki and Master Ray. It's dangerous to walk out an underground process alone. Besides, I couldn't help but notice that Muramasa wasn't at dinner. At first I thought he might be back at the workshop, but he wasn't there either. That's like we're all thinking the same lines. You hear that, Lord Ross? I know you can. I'm sure you guys things to talk about you don't want the shinies over here to hear, so I came to visit you, pay a visit myself. Figure you would show up here, but I didn't expect these twins to come along too. Just to be clear, I don't got anything to talk about. Oh yeah? That's too bad, because I'm sure I do. And it's got something to do with how insanely dangerous you are. I know you said you were saying neutral earlier, but the moment you hand the article over to Dracon's Hawk, you're planning on to cut him in two in a spot, aren't you? Well, yeah, when you finish one job, you moved on to the next, right? That fake priest Rasputin gave me 2 jobs to do as part of my foreign god disciple duties. The first was to protect the Prometheus, Hephaestus, and Olympus. Apparently, as the god of knowledge of the force, his skills are excellent in keeping Olympus running smoothly. And since those 2 signed off on that job, I have no reason to refuse it. The second job was to destroy Hephaestus and Atlantis. Those would seem to be at cross purposes. One was Ulcers said he forbade Shadia and Hephaestus from coming into contact. And taking Hephaestus out was the quickest and easiest way to ensure they didn't. But killing the god is still a big deal, even in Atlantis. And not even the Lord Odysseus here could go through with. So, there's where we come in. Rasputin demolished the proper hidden histories that were experienced while I was kind of forgot his main unit, Queen of Two. That's terrible, so here you kept Hephaestus safe, and elsewhere you killed him. What the hell is the sense in all that? I told you, I'll cut him in 2. I didn't say nothing about killing. Although, I did say that Hephaestus is destroyed in my report. So, what exactly does that mean? Alright then, here's the deal. The Prometheus Hephaestus is incredibly skilled. But he's also as stubborn as old Moo I ever met. Said he wanted to make it a summoner thingamabob, and he was going to blow himself up unless I help him. Couldn't let him do, since it was my job to protect him, and also I agreed to apprenticeship until the Gizmo was made. After that, he said his own liberators were too old and decrepit for delicate work or something and stuff, and wanted to waste no time in putting me to work. And one of those odd jobs involved going to Atlantis to fetch his backup data. Said he needed an additional brain to finish making the article. Bunch of bull, huh? You kidding me? That's ridiculous. First you follow the order to cut him in half, then you go get his back to effectively bring it back to life. That sounds like something out of a comedy routine. You're real scalped, Grandpa. Anyway, I take it that means you like Hephaestus so much that you're willing to stick your neck out for him. We may not have agreed on most things, but the Greek god of the forces work is so good that damn near brings me tears to my eye. I'm actually liking this person I'm actually doing for Senshi Muramasa now. It's like better than the other one I was using. Is that so? Anyway, there's one thing that Zeus ordered me to do that didn't have anything to do with Hephaestus. Get rid of you lot. So once I finish this up, the next one's gonna be taken care of. Ain't no sense of doing things out of order. Gotta do my jobs one at a time and make sure they're done right. It ain't like I'm ignoring the foreign gods' orders or betraying Zeus. So does that mean you ignore Zeus' commands until the article's finished? Of course, it ain't like Zeus is paying me for a job. I must be playing along with him because saying he's the big Buddha in charge here. Oh my. Yikes, I never thought that feel sorry for Zeus, but I guess that's the first time for everything. That being said, it does feel like the time for me to move on. I might be able to handle Shadia on my own, but deep down I'm just a swordsmith. No way am I gonna take on Shadia, Murasaki, Google, and Canis all at the same time, so I'll try my luck elsewhere. Besides, now you lot shut up, the great Prometheus Hephaestus' workshop is all but done for. I'll take it to summoning elsewhere deep as soon as you get your hands on it. And before ours come and call it. Huh? So you're going to leave us all on. I mean, that's great but all, but what about finishing the summoning things? You don't worry about that. It may not be done tonight, but I set it up so it'll get done by the morning. Well, see you around. And don't forget to give my regards to the Shadia kid. Yeah, I will do. Take care. Wait, you mean you're leaving us right this second? Aye, Rasputus is supervising Cyprus, and actually, I mean Limbo's is about to keep an eye on the Lost Belt King. But my job doesn't really begin until the foreign guy actually shows up. Apparently, I'm supposed to be their butler or something. Anyway, if I'm gonna do the job right, can't let myself get fevered out. In the meantime, let's might as well work on getting the big god some clothes. Because what if they say it's true? They're gonna arrive here buck naked. Don't worry, she's just here as an aberrator. She can't do anything to you. She won't even if she could. Oh, and one last thing. You two are the last Alliance survivors, right? Yes, that's right. That might not be my place, but don't go throwing yourself lives away like them Sumasha Hato folk did. Ain't no point in winning a war if it ends up costing your soul. Of course, that's the one man's opinion. It might be odd, but I know a hell of a lot younger than you two, so I won't insist you listening to me. I'm not really sure what you're talking about, but I do appreciate your concern for us. So thanks for that, Forest Smithy, and thanks for showing our great God of the Forest, the last decent god in the Soul Kingdom, the kind of respect that even we can give him. Hey no, nothing like that. Like I said, he's just turned out to be an even more stubborn old man than me. I'd like to thank you too, Muramasa. And I promise I'll remember your warning right in our final moments. That's so. I guess you really made your choice then. I won't forget you two kids. Make sure you both live good lives, you hear? Alright. So... Okay. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Yeah, we're just gonna keep the team. Okay, since we already got... Oh, since we already got this Bond 5. Let's see, what bond do we have? Yeah, we'll put Yang in here. And goddamn, Candace takes fucking forever to level the bond up. Process finished. Grand summon Oracle. Ether summoning guide spell. Inscription complete. 18 process complete. Grand summon Oracle. Ether spiritual origin solidification spell. Inscription complete. 19th and 20th process finished. Grand summon Oracle. Ether perception of magical energy source. Synchronization complete. All processes finished. Initiating Grand Summon Oracle. Ether materialization. Grand Summon Oracle. Ether materialization output complete. Alright everyone, I'm sorry it took so long to complete. And I don't know where my apprentice got off to, but the project itself has came out beautifully. This is the Grand Summon Oracle, the device that is going to materialize a being capable of destroying gods. And now it's yours, humans. Go on, take it. I'm the one who named it Ether. It may not be the Alliance heroic spirits intended for it to be named, but there's no need to worry about us, Your Majesty. Fine by me, it sounds pretty tough and shit. Yes, it is a wonderful name when you finally go up against the god of heavens and nature summons like being capable of destroying them. Part of me does wonder, why did you go with a more common name like, but as our collaborator, we're happy you to go along with whatever you decide. Alright, anyway, Marcos, boss of Shadia, we're counting on you to take it from here to finish the job. We'll do our promise. Awesome. That's right. Our order is to accomplish the final god slain. You need to activate it when facing Zeus. Since we don't know how long the materialization will last, that's our only viable option. In Europa, Prometheus and Festus, thank you both for helping us. This goes for you too, Shanius and Caligula. I don't think I'm forgetting you too either, Murasashi and Canis. Thanks to all you, the God Destroyer Alliance is finally ready to begin the last stage of our operation. So it's time to fight Zeus, right? Be warned, the enemy is truly formidable. No matter how many times I run the numbers, I don't know if how well the summoned being will fare against them. And as for the Grand Summon's final callus, that will not be a problem. Consider the matter solved. You mean you already have the callus ready to go? Worry not, Shieldmate. I will not let us come this far while we still lack a callus. Rest assured, I will take care of it, and when the time comes to face the so-called omnipotent king of the gods, I will show you something, Marcos. Even with the capacity for calculation, I can't say what will happen once either has been activated or how well the summoning being will fare against the omnipotent god. At this point, we are all well into the realm of the unknown. None of us, I can say this, your chance for victory is non-zero. As long as you keep that in mind. Oh. I'm sorry, I should have asked sooner. Does the concept of zero exist in proper human history? Yes, most assuredly. We know a bit about it since at least the 3rd century. Dare say, we also have a very deep understanding of the concept. In fact, Miss Miyamoto over here has something of an expert on it. Oh, fascinating. A mathematician and a philosopher would be one thing, but I never would have thought that a swordfighter could reach such understanding. Scholar would be no doubt useful in understanding the passive concept to other people's knowledge, but as for a swordfighter to understand zero, well, technically she is a philosopher in a sense. I see, then you must have attained it as a skill, rather than as knowledge. Zero, the line that lies between positive and negative. The number is smaller than any decimal, and greater than any negative number. It is the void, the lack of existence. I see, the fact that you reach such an understanding with the sword just goes to show how you humans are an unsolvable mystery. Oh, it was nothing. It just happened to get lucky, that's all. My old man used to go on and on about how he was the strongest in the world, and now nobody can surpass him. So I figured, since I'm the only number that can surpass 1 and none, that was what I had to survive for. So, it's pretty amazing that I actually pulled it off. I do say so myself. Not every swordfighter could empty their mind as fast as I could. Oh, she is a bit of a airhead, so yeah, I guess that explains everything. Hey, I'd never get a leap into enemy territory without looking if I did think I could handle myself. Either here might be our trump card, but the final showdown is still my job to make sure we get that far. And knowing you got somewhere else to do the heavy lifting means I can already cut loose in multiple senses. Woo woo. You're very modest, aren't you, Musashi? I think you're starting to understand what makes you so strong. You always walk a fine line between trying too hard and not trying enough. You're open and honest with everyone, without ever looking down on anyone. I used to think that Bushi and Samurai are a kind of warrior class in particular Japan. But when I look at you, Musashi, I'm not quite sure how to say this. You think I'm a real badass? Aw, thanks. I'm something of a freewheeling, happy-go-lucky warrior. So I think deep down I really have a lot like you guys. Right. very, very nice. You are all the very picture of a warriors brimming with hope. Even as you are about to face Zeus himself, your smiles are unwavering. You make me think that if anyone can make this happen, you can. Yep. You know, Queen Europa, at first I thought this gamble would be a risk with no reward. But I see that even if my calculations say their odds of victory are 0, these people may be able to pull it off. Oh, their chance of winning is certainly not 0. Of that I have no doubt. Hey, Force God, sorry to interrupt, but I've got a question. You said this workshop is cut off from the outside, and the only way in is through the door in the underground passage that's been partitioned off, right? Yeah, that's right. Then can you tell what's going on outside the store? Hold on, I'll run the perforated scan now. Shit. The outside partition just blown to pieces, Master. Damn, it's Suso, Master Draconic. Sahak, make sure we got a way out of here. Right. Foo. Over here, Foo. You'll be safer inside my storage suit. Space in more on my shoulder. This magical energy feels as we're praying. It's the lost spell's unique set, and the gods unspeakable in any presence. But that's not all. I also said something utterly foul here now. Hey, Broken. Doing good. Throat's a bit dry though, but at least I'm actually having a pretty good stream of using just extra class servants. Be careful. How's your Sunday going? Be careful, all you. This is the darkness is here among us. Oh, Sim. My, how lovely to see you all here. I suppose it's been some time since I last met fine members of Shadia, and you, Queen Europa. Hey, David. Oh, shit. Be right back. I need to get water because, yeah, I'm like literally out. Alright. Back. Now. Okay. Thanks, David. Okay, you're good. Chopper ran out. Buy wire, beat your trot. Okay. There you're broken. Thanks for dropping in. Okay. A wire, and I also got a cookie that my mom's baked us up downstairs. Oh yes, I can't forget you. Members of the God Destroyer Alliance. I must say, you put quite a valiant struggle against the gods. I suppose I should introduce myself, yes. I am the humble monk, a heroic spirit named the Caster Limbo. There you are, scumbag. I remember you and how your good looks are completely wasted on that head that keeps regrowing no matter how many times I cut it off. What are you up to here on Olympus? Ah, screw it, I don't care. Your ominous aura, it tells me everything I need to know. Oh, my. If it isn't the beloved Shinmin Musashi. Oh yes, I remember you too. How very many times you frauded my designs in the past. What a shame. Your valiant heavy eyes is apparently so blind you failed to even notice the spell that thread I bond to the Queen of Garments. You tracked me through my own garments? How dare you! You barbaric god! No, not the water. Don't worry, we still have some. Still have some, and we still have a cookie. Yes, that's right. Your mildewing sympathy for your home and proper human history was easily explorable. How utterly disgraceful. Whatever you may have been plotting, here you were by the looks of it. It all ends now. I'm afraid that's a touch for early for curtains. In fact, I think we have just begun a new whole act. Oh, but here I must disagree. I've been waiting for this moment for quite some time now. I'm quite aware of everything that happened here. In fact, I'm only refraining from acting sooner because I was waiting for the grand summon arc of yours to be completed. Huh? Hey, Boba Fett. Welcome in. Oh, you missed it. I ended up actually using your Hokusai earlier. I can only imagine what lovely sounds you make when you witness this is scaring before your very eyes. How very kind of you to say so. My great workshop is like my home. You have no trouble detecting a spell from a single heroic spirit. What are you really? You're not a proper heroic spirit at all. A detect? Oh, you could detect my spell. Oh, why of course you can. Not when all my spells have been blessed by our god. Oh, I should clarify when I speak to God in this case. I am not referring to the god Olympus, but rather. Hey Alex, hi 94, thank you for a follow and welcome to the Amagari. My stream after school tomorrow, I always delay it, so I said it instead. You talk too much, barbarian. Yes, he does. Shall we kill him now, big brother? Oh yes, I do hope you forgive me. Very well then, I will leave the massacre to you two. After all, it would be quite absurd for a disciple of the foreign god to clean up the mess brought about by the negligence of your family's behalf. That's right, it would be. Now be quiet. So we finally found you humans. Hello. Happy streaming, bro. Nice to meet you. Let's go 5 Oh, thank you. I have a bit of long ways, but I'm pretty sure we'll definitely make it there. We found him, big brother. The dinosaurs, you always... You're always snatch our hopes away from us, every single time. Well, this time you won't. We won't let you take anything from us ever again. Both of you, be careful. There's a sorcery our divine spirit servant. Please get back before they hurt you. You kept me waiting for a long time. Now this is where it ends. Don't you think you forgot how you humiliated us with your filthy, worthless spell, lowly humans? No, our light will never be sullied by the pitiful death struggles of weaklings like yourself. You should be thrilled that you managed to injure my pride. You're all in for it now. No human has incurred Big Brother's wrath and survived. Now prepare for divine justice. Death to all you! Goddamn bastard twins! The hell are you worked up over a bunch of humans for, huh? This is just like what happened last time, too. You sure are a little shits aren't forgetting anyone. Oh, shit. Ha! You thought I was the one who did belong among the gods. You got balls for saying that to my face after Christina grounded your asses to the dirt like you did, like it was nothing. Did you forget how he had you crying to big dices, pleading for your lives? You got the great chaos to deal with, you dumb shits, and stay focused on these wikis. Well, I've had it. Die, shitheads! You might think Benny Emi might get a summer suit. Oh, hopefully. Although, I don't know if this new event for JP is supposed to overtake the summer event, so, but we'll have to wait and see. Well, that's interesting that we got like twin servants for that though. The sea god spirit, I knew it was too good for the likes of the. I said, shut the hell up and die. Are you alright, big brother? I'm fine. Merely magical light from my ordinary heroic spirit can never hope to match ours. They're associated the gods of light. They may tend to move near light speed, but they seem to be capable of nullifying all forms of light directed at them. Does that mean they have openings so you can take advantage of? As they say nowadays, the jury's still out. Stay out of my way, trenchcoat. Your magical energy light show isn't gonna do shit anyway. Hey now, don't go throwing out their Barbister beam with the detective anyway. As far as we're concerned, the gods of light, you're just one more milestone in the road to slaying all the gods. I'm not exhausted like last time, so, and I'm up to... On top of, I'm feeling better than ever thanks to the Queen's amazing food. Activate our truck's emergency combat mode, adjusting perimeter output to 70%. I'm ready, Master. Understood. Let's freaking go! Man. You know, this cookie actually reminds me, there's actually a cookie place that's supposed to be opening up like near my work and stuff. Don't know how good it is though. We're invincible? Sweet. Someone said she would begin a summer farm. Well, it's just speculation, but it could be possible though. Although, I do hope that we get finally get summer shooting. And then there's also we need summer passion up too. And then also summer rush, because I think those are like the big three right now that are being made for like needing summer forms. Okay, now we got this. That thing's still alive? Okay, let's go. Oh, actually, now I think of it, it's like I have met people that have twins, but I don't think I actually met people met like an actual set of twins in the same room before. It was like, I mean, I did kind of come close though, since I did have like people that were considered like cousins. It was like, went for like like do something called 4-H, like project thing.
証拠材な
Like they both were part of the clubs, but only like one sister showed up, or like didn't really showed up, except for like doing like a presentation. Now let's send these twins right straight out.
我が行くは温州の彼方アンテルシャトーディフ
生贄でもない単なる獲物だ。
Excellent worms. The bar fighting back, humans. You'll never escape the death of my bird's hands. The Scarcy are still alive and well. Our current fighting forces can't beat them. Ah, my eyes. It's just like looking into the sun. I don't know if they're actually moving at light speed or not, but I do know both their sword and their is really freaking fast. That's just doing a great job defending against them. Kate's spear blade is the sharpest ever been. Despite his injuries, Emperor Caligula's fists haven't slowed down, but Berserkers go berserk, I guess. Still, the only way things are going, the only matter of time until one of them gives up the ghost. I might have to sacrifice one of my swords after all. Whew. That trick again? Oh yes, of course. It won't work, not against the mighty Olympians. But just to be safe, allow me to use my sorcery to negate it. What, did you just drown out the waves of the jamming the god-made ley line? Oh yes, I did. And while I'm at it, I think I'll rid us of this divine bird's intrusions once and for all. No, don't kill the bird! Oh, Minerva. As you can see, I have some facility with destruction of machines. Allow me to demonstrate by aiding the combined gods of knowledge and forge here and now. My brain is being eroded. What did you do to me? Well, exactly what you think I've done. Machines, no matter how their time and place of origin, have always been vulnerable to bugs, and you're no exception. Bugs? I see, they transform your pulsation magical energy itself into spells. Ugh. So even though my true self is form of Saiyan, they're still able to eat away with me. Call your bugs off in limbo. What a shame. But that's always a surprise. That's maybe enough to let you break through the simplistic karma without restoring to a command spell. But it gets the Shitsugumi insects filled with to the brim with curses of bright. One of your mysticos may as well be a gentle breeze. What do you think you're doing, god of foreign land? Stop it before you kill him. Sure, you must know that Zeus considers them essential for Olympus' welfare. Why are you doing this? Europa, come back! You need to stay behind us for... Words, Goaded you to a fraud precision, oh cruel and beautiful queen, obviously. Not if you'd be so kindly excuse us. Europa! Oh, don't worry, I won't kill her here. My job is strictly to bring the traitor Spring back to face justice. I'll leave the rest of the villains to you, Desarcy. Guiding the gods of light that you are. Shieldman, Master Carry remember your last gift. May Athena's protection be with you. Europa. I'm Spanish go interested single in Spanish. I'm not seeing Europa single anywhere in the city either. It's got wait, how about that piece of shit of a jester pull that off? It appeared to be using its travel through the such that things should even be possible existing in Magecraft. Perhaps he's some ability to acquire the four gods' disciples, or some kind of spell unknown to us. Or alternate, it could be a form of Eastern technique. Jin Soku Titsu. Worry not, you'll never need to know. For what use would such a knowledge be to corpses? Right you are, Big Bear. Let's kill him right here and now. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna end here, sadly. It's like, wish I could finish this up real quick, but I don't want to wake my parents up. But stick around, guys. We're gonna find someone to raid. Let's see. Okay, that's Traverse. Okay. No, I think I'm gonna raid Yusei. He's actually a pretty good streamer as well. He also is a much better voice actor. I mean, actually, he's pretty professional. It's people like him, and then also Jinx that actually made me actually go out to try to voice act for stuff. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoy Yusei's stream. I will be back on Thursday. We're gonna continue where we left off for Olympus, which we're actually pretty close to getting through the halfway point. Thanks, Mortrip. But yeah, morals. Hope you enjoy your week, and good luck with the rest of Olympus if you have yet to finish. But anyway, this is your Demon Lord, Draconis Ox, sign off, and have a good one. Later.